Hi, Lauren Delsack here. In this video, I'd like to talk about love and romance, especially the start of a new relationship under a transit of Neptune. Transiting Neptune particularly and always to Venus, and sometimes in a woman's horoscope, the transit from Neptune can be to her natal Mars. But this is what I've seen in years and years of consulting with clients with transiting Neptune to natal Venus. So if you have a client or someone you know who's coming to you to talk about or wanting to know if this wonderful man that they've met is Mr. Right, let's say, your job as an astrologer is to tell them the truth. And you've got to explain that they're not seeing things clearly for what they really are due to, we could say, wearing rose-colored glasses. And they're completely convinced that they've met a prince, and you're the one who has to sort of let them know that it's really a frog. And as the astrologer, you have to accept already that you're probably not going to get through to this person until after the transit hits, or finalizes is what I meant to say. Sometimes on the retrograde hit, they'll get it, but usually not until the transit's over. So I usually say, why don't you get in touch with me at this time and let me know how things worked out. The thing is about Neptune, and I remember being told this by the first astrologer I ever went to, back when I was, about 30 some odd years ago, and he said, the planet Neptune is the goddess of 1,000 veils. Every time you take off one veil to reveal the truth, there's another veil, and another veil, and another veil. And so this is why we have all the symbolism of Neptune as confusing and bewildering, and it augments idealism and fantasy. And you just can't see clearly whatever situation or person that's come into your life until really after the transit passes. So also what's happening is that the woman, I'm going to use a woman as an example because that's the majority of people or women who come to astrologers over men. The thing is that the symbolism of Neptune with the miscommunication, misunderstandings, the woman is getting double signals, this guy is telling her how much he really likes her, but yet he's not calling her, let's say. The actions and the words are not going together, but she's, of course, grasping onto the words. Why? Because I learned this many years ago as well, that the brain of a man and the brain of a woman are different in that a man is attracted by what he sees, and a woman is attracted by what she hears. And this is why the woman gets duped under a transit of Neptune to her Venus, because she's enchanted with what she's hearing, and she's not willing to accept that actions always speak louder than words. Maybe after the transit passes, but not when she's in the midst of it. So really I should call this lust and romance. The start of new relationships that lust under this transit. Because when you think about it, the planet Venus that rules over love and relationships, what sign is she exalted in? She's exalted in Pisces. And so The lower expression of that Venus in Pisces is the woman who is she sacrifices for the man, and she got hurt so badly, as if a knife was, thrust into her heart, and he turned it and turned it. So it's I'm so hurt, and it was so painful. But the higher expression of Venus exalted in Pisces is really love at such a high level. It's the love of the divine. Any of Rumi's poetry speaks of his endearing and devotional love for the divine. And so, Rumi is a perfect example of the higher state of Venus in Pisces. So just wanted to share that with you. That's the way life goes. Neptune can be very deceptive and portray an illusion when we're under a situation of romance. Thank you for listening.